we doing a countdown again?
Do you want me to?
Dude, you don't cut out the first part, huh? You just like whatever our scuffed intro is. You always just leave it. I love
the
it.
video, dude. He just puts it in there.
It's very it flows naturally. You know, it's like it shows our silly side.
Yeah, I kind of liked it how we were just like 3, 2.
No, I love it.
What?
It's oh shit, she's Wait, are you counting down?
What? Me?
Can someone count down? I need help.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna count down and then you're gonna start. Okay.
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 All right.
Look at the camera though, like, so I know you're counting.
3,
Okay.
2.
Hello. Welcome to. Hey, what's up, guys? This is episode 5 of the Free2Podcast. Episode 5. Welcome, guys. As usual, we have Faye or Fayenix, me,
Hey.
or Jitsu, what's up, and the lovely Phil or SkojSkull. How you guys doing?
I'm doing amazing.
Doing
How
good.
about yourself?
Dude, I am doing ecstatic. I'm so glad that we're recording a little bit later.
Yeah.
It gives me more time to enjoy breakfast at my local diner.
What did you guys have for breakfast today?
I'll let you start, Faye.
What did
Okay,
you
dude, I
have?
made. Listen, I had bananas and walnuts, right? So I'm like,
Oh,
okay, I'm gonna make some pancakes. So I made banana walnut pancakes. Yeah.
that sounds so
That
good.
sounds really good.
How do you like you prefer pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes, because the
Really?
recipe I
Prefer
use is really
pancakes.
easy. It's flour, baking powder, vanilla soy milk, a little bit of syrup, a little bit of coconut milk, and then bananas and walnuts. It's really easy.
For me, I feel like pancakes are too dense. Like it's just so heavy. Whereas like with a waffle, you can get them nice, light and fluffy.
Okay.
And then they got little cups to where you can like spread your butter and it'll like evenly have syrup throughout.
Yeah.
But the problem with waffles, I think, is cleaning up after. Like pancakes, you just throw on the griddle. you're
Right.
Good. You know.
Right.
Dude,
I've never made homemade
that sounds like a
pancake
great
or
breakfast.
I've never made
Waffles?
waffle mix.
Do you ever like do you have one of those things that you kind of like press, like a press thing for the
No.
waffles? No.
Like a waffle iron.
No.
That
no.
would really help out the waffles. You can make some good waffles.
All right.
Or you could just get like those frozen Eggos, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I usually go for. Is the
Wait. Well, okay. Can
Yeah,
I just
don't even toast it. I just throw it in the microwave, you know? It's called good.
let me interject real quick while we're on the topic of food. So, SkojSkull and I were doing a little multi-stream yesterday. It was a short and sweet one.
Mm-hmm.
But Phil randomly asked me like, "Hey, you ever just have egg yolk and pizza and dip the pizza in the egg yolk?" Apparently that now listen, before anyone judges this is a Swedish tradition, right, Phil?
Well, it's like a European thing, from what I've heard. Like some other people in chat like came up and were just like, oh, "I do that too," and I'm like, "Oh shit!"
Right. So, what do you think of that, Brian? Would you try it, or does that sound appetizing to you? I'm really curious.
I would do it.
Okay.
I would do it. Honestly, it's because like I do something similar with like rice. You know, you get like a fresh, steamy bowl of rice and you crack an egg over it.
Okay.
With a little pepper,
Okay.
and the steam from the rice helps cook the egg a little bit. So I get it. But so you just like do you mix the yolk and then you dip your pizza, or you just got like you just let the droopy yolk
just-
sit on the pizza and then you eat
It's
it?
like a sunny side up egg, and you kind of just like you put it on top of the pizza after you're done, and then you
Oh, that sounds
you cut
good.
the yolk, and then the yolk kind of just drips onto the pizza. It's good.
So,
Yeah,
what
that-
kind
I
of
think that
pizza?
works.
What kind of pizza would you like? Any pizza, or does it have to?
It could
You
be
know,
any pizza.
I don't want to overcomplicate that. I feel like if you just
Just
do
cheese?
a good old
It could be
cheese,
cheese
Okay.
pizza, meat lovers pizza would probably be really good with that.
Mm-hmm.
that sounds heavy. That sounds like a bathroom trip waiting to happen, dude.
Oh, it is.
Like, you dropping a huge deuce after that one, you know?
I usually get like buffalo chicken pizza or like hot chicken or something like that, like spicy chicken.
From the Red Apple, or
Not the Red Apple. No, no.
that place sucks.
You go to Red Apple or?
No.
You get your sushi with that pizza too?
Nah.
Orange chicken at the
Orange chicken.
buffet?
No. But
yo, okay. So what'd you have for breakfast, Phil?
I was Russian because I go to church, and so like I quickly grabbed like a peanut butter sandwich and an apple, and I ate while I was driving. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Driving stick shift and trying to get to a destination while eating.
Oh, you drive?
Yeah, I
Dude,
drive
you
manual.
drive
Oh, that's way
stick?
cool.
What?
Yeah, I drive manual.
Dang.
What kind of little car you drive there, Phil?
2012 Subaru Forester.
Oh,
Nothing fancy.
Very nice. All-wheel drive.
Bubble-
Oh no, that's fine.
Yeah. A lot of people call it the grandma car.
Is it kind of like a wagon?
Kind of.
Is it one of the longer cars? Yeah.
It's like a short, small car. It's nice. It works.
I think they call them like crossovers. It's not like the size of an SUV, but it's kind of got the size of a sedan, the functionality of an SUV.
Mhm.
But I mean, you can't go wrong with apples and peanut butter. That sounds great.
It's really good.
I normally do apples and peanut butter or a banana and peanut butter. Like I love bananas, man.
Yes. Banana. Dude, have you tried it like a banana peanut butter sandwich?
Oh my gosh, I was just gonna ask that.
That's such a simple like I'll either do banana and honey or banana and peanut butter.
It's so good though. Oh, with honey? Oh.
It's so simple.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's really good.
I know what you guys are
Or
eating
if
for
I'm
a
feeling
snack
extra
later.
chubby, you got to get some Nutella in there too.
Oh my god.
A little chubby.
That's a whole lunch. That's like
See, I'm weird.
Toast the wheat bread.
I don't care for peanut butter.
You don't care for peanut butter? Do you like? Have you tried like almond butter or alternatives?
even
to
like
peanut
almond butter.
butter's so good. Oh no.
Cashew butter.
Nah, like the only way like peanut butter, I like peanut butter mixed with like chocolate. If it was like in an ice cream or something, I'd be okay.
yeah.
But like, I don't know, just as like with celery or a banana.
Gosh.
I'm not a
How
huge
can you
fan.
not
Ants on the
like
log,
peanut
dude?
butter? I'm so
That's a
sad.
classic.
I know, I'm weird. I don't know why. I just don't like it.
natural. Oh goodness. There's what was I gonna say? Oh, there's something that happened recently that I kind of want to bring up. This
Okay.
channel
Oh yeah.
has reached 100 subscribers, which is
Yay.
absolutely wild. Just want to say
Thank
thank you
you.
to you guys for having us hit this milestone.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys.
And we were thinking.
It was like the cool thing about the podcast is it's like, you know, maybe sometimes, you know, you feel a little bit down about Twitch or your streams, but then you look over and you're like, whoa, look how great the podcast is doing, and look how excited people are. Like people are waiting by the hour, right, when we're uploading. I really that means a lot, guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
That means so much.
that's
But
it's a good feeling.
so Phil was mentioning we hit 100 subscribers. So I think we're going to do something special for you guys. And if you guys can think of any fresh ideas, that would be great. I mean, what do you think we should do, Phil?
I was thinking about like 2 episodes next week. One of them would be like, it'll probably be taken from one of our streams or something like that, of us playing Uno or some multiplayer game where we're just all yapping at each other. I think it'd be funny.
I'm game.
You trying to break up the podcast or what? Like, you want to play Overcooked?
So there's not gonna be any more
Is this the last
podcasts after
episode?
this is it.
Mario Party?
no longer friends.
Monopoly?
Dude, Mario Party would be
But
great.
that would be fun. If you guys can think of anything too, chat, or I'm saying chat because it's like a Twitch habit.
Yeah.
If you guys are watching and you guys can come up with some great ideas, we greatly encourage it.
Put down the comments.
Yeah, and also like and keep subscribing.
Keep subscribing.
And
Like, share, subscribe. comment.
Yes.
Hit the notification
Hit the
bell.
notification bell. I'm just
Smash
echoing
that
everything
like
that you're
button.
saying.
Do it with the
Follow our Twitter. Follow our Twitter.
follow our Twitter. We just hit 25 followers on there or something. Like, you guys are really doing crazy stuff to the podcast. Yeah, 27 followers right now. That's not bad. Cool.
Yeah, we appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, you guys have been incredibly awesome.
I guess like to go back to breakfast, I just did the usual.
Okay.
I'm kind of like the old guy at the restaurant. I just sit at the bar, and then they like get me my cup of coffee, and it's like, you know, I don't have to order right away, but they're like, "Are you ready to eat?" And then I just hit them with the finger.
Then
Just
they
the
know.
usual, the number one.
The early
Wheat
bird.
toast.
They know
Wheat
you're.
toast.
They
Do
know
you
you're
want
singing.
your
Lightly
early
buttered.
bird again, Brian?
Give me the toast.
So I order a number one, which includes 2 slices of wheat toast,
Okay.
lightly buttered with it's a cinnamon butter, and
Ooh.
then I do hash browns, extra crispy. I like a little bit of texture, a little bit of snap with my bite with my hash browns.
There you go.
Nice.
And then my eggs over easy, and then you get to choose like bacon, ham, or sausage. I normally just do like sausage.
Right.
Links, not the patty. That's the important part. And then like 12 cups of coffee. But that's like my weekend breakfast.
Sounds really good.
It sounds really good. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Whenever come visit, whenever the time
Yeah.
comes, I'll just take me to the diner. I would love to go to the. you speak so highly.
Dude,
of.
you'll be blown away by all the food. You're like, why did I even go to the Red Apple? You know, you might even leave a negative review of the Red Apple after you're done.
While
you know?
I'm down there in Utah, just
Utah!
Brian, do you
That's
go to the
literally my
diner every
favorite,
day?
by the way.
Do you go every
Do
single
I go to the diner?
Yeah, every day.
Oh no,
No?
no, that I'm not that old yet.
Okay.
I'm getting up there. Once a week. I'm trying to manage my weight. You know, if I
Yeah.
ate there every day, I'd probably get a little bit husky.
Just curious.
But one thing I did want to mention, I do appreciate like, so if I'm in Faye's stream or when I stop by Phil's stream, everyone always does Utah. So I love that you
That's
guys
your
are
new
picking
thing.
up on a lot of the inside jokes or just the humor we have on the podcast.
Yeah.
That means a lot.
yeah, it really
cool to
does mean
see.
a lot.
Like literally Alexander Rex, every time I'm in Faye's chat, the first thing I see him do is Utah.
Like, he'll just be lurking for like 4 hours, and then you'll say, "Hey guys," and then he's just like, "Utah."
But you guys are so Phil, you guys just recently had a multi-stream, right? What were you guys doing in your multi-stream?
We're playing Generations Ultimate.
Yeah. Yeah, so I've been playing a lot of GU on my stream lately. Long story short, I didn't like it. I liked 3U more, and then I started playing GU again and started to appreciate and love GU because I played 3U. So I've just been kind of juggling both games. And I think I'm playing more GU now at this point. I'm really into heavy bowgun. Yeah. So I've been playing that, and I think Phil was in my stream New Year's Eve or something, and I was like, dude, because I know that you've been doing a lot of GU content for your YouTube channel. So I was like, well, dude, if you ever want to play GU with me sometime, let me know. And we were just like, oh, let's do it ASAP. So Saturday night, we jumped into a little hub and we played with some viewers, and it was really fun. And I actually got to fight Latrion.
Yeah.
Oh, and SkojSkull got to see Amatsu for the first time, and we fought Amatsu and killed it. So that was really fun. That was a crazy monster. Oh my gosh.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I love this setup for Amatsu too, because it's like you go in and it's like the whole sky is like red and dark and dingy, and then it's like you're going into the hunt and you're like fighting it, and it's like floating around. It's basically a combination of like Namiel and Kushala. So
Yeah.
it's like wild, and then like once you kill it, it like there's like a sunshine and there's a rainbow in the background
Yeah.
too, and I'm like,
Yeah. Little things like that are really, really cool to experience in the older games.
100%.
Yeah.
Have you guys haven't hunted like Dalamdur Yeah.
No, I don't
right.
know what a Dalmadure is.
Damador?
Yeah, it's like the biggest elder dragon ever.
I think I have.
Ooh.
I'm not
It's
sure.
huge.
It is really big. He's really, really big.
I don't know if it's in GU actually. I think it's Monster Hunter 4 is where Big Dal is in.
Okay.
But it's like a huge snake. I was like,
Ooh.
I was
Oh,
really
that-
hoping
no, I
World
haven't.
would introduce. I was really hoping World would bring in
Oh yeah.
Big Dal
Yeah.
because like we got the roaming ballista
Mm-hmm.
and you can like load cannons and the Dragonator. Like if you have a 16-player session, I was like, it would be really sweet if you had 4 separate parties that had to fight separate parts of a Big Dal. So, but no, that's cool. You're starting to like experience some of the more popular Elder Dragons and stuff.
Yeah.
Phil.
Yeah.
What weapon were you using in GU?
Me? Oh, longsword. I've been
Yeah.
having fun with aerial longsword. So like getting that.
Oh, you've been doing aerial.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Like getting up and getting that charge up attack, and then like building up I forgot what it's called, not the gauge, but the bars, or like the different levels of sharpness for your longsword, which is like the white, the red, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like very different from the like Valor style too, because like Valor you can just be on the ground. I don't think you even have those gauges. Do you?
I don't know. I don't play longsword in
okay.
GU. I've never played. Like I only played Sword and Shield until World.
It's nice.
Yeah, that's when I like started branching out and trying other stuff out.
Yeah.
But, if you guys can update us on that, that'd be great. Like what Phil's talking
Yeah,
about.
please. Because we're not professionals in what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're learning. So please understand and respect that. Like on that subject too, like I've been playing GU and 3U with community members. I've been very adamant about like, listen, you guys can join, my hunts, but please undergear yourselves so you don't come in and like kill all the monsters really fast, because dude, that kills and ruins the experience entirely. Like I just sit
does.
there and like die and then have to find my way back to the monster when I don't even have a map, so it takes me like 30 minutes.
Did we do that?
What's that?
Did we do that yesterday, or was it yesterday
No.
fine?
Well, yesterday was fine.
Okay.
No, listen, I made, like I'm talking about my streams specifically.
No, I
like
know,
there
but-
have been people that have been joining that are undergearing, or they made a new hunter, or they're just kind of staying at the same rank as me and questing, and we're helping each other out, kind of like we would with World when we were all learning and playing at the same time. But yesterday was different because it was a multi-stream, and we were just kind of making sure people that wanted to get in some hunts with us had a chance. So it wasn't like we were steamrolling through all the key quests to make me progress really quickly. Like we really didn't even do that much. We just did, like I said, Elatrian, Amatsu, and then we started some of those really low monsters in the beginning of G rank, like Yan Kutku and who the fuck else, Cephadrome. So in that case it wasn't that big of a deal because we were just having fun and goofing around. And please, I cart 80 times in one quest anyway, so it's not like it mattered.
You did fine.
tradition.
You did fine.
No, but it's just
Those are
tradition
tough
for
monsters,
me,
the
like-
ones that we fought against too. So don't worry about it.
exactly, they were difficult, they were crazy.
What'd you think of the old Elatrion? Do you prefer old style or World? Elatrion, or-
Definitely Worlds, because I just love Worlds so much more than the older ones. I know, but sorry, but I do.
No, I prefer new Elatrion.
But no,
I mean, especially because you use the bow. I feel like
yeah.
like just watching you play the bow, dude. I'm gonna offend a lot of people. I think watching the bow, it looks horrible in previous games prior to World.
I think a lot of
Yeah,
people can
it's
agree.
so weird.
It's not my cup of tea. It just doesn't look fluid.
It's not, and it's not really that much fun, if I'm completely honest. Like, I only stuck with it so long because I love playing bow and World. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to stick this through because, like, you have an attachment to the weapon that you love, and it's like, that's why I switched to heavy bowgun, dude. I was like, this is way more fun. Like, this is sick, dude. When you get into siege mode with heavy bowgun, if you're in the Valor Hunter style, and you press B and you just do this fucking sprint, and you just hold on to the heavy bow gun and you're just running like this, and it's so cool. And then you can slide, and it's just like, oh my god, I'm sprinting with my heavy bow gun unsheathed. Look how fast I am. This is crazy. Like, it's so much fun. Oh my god, it's so dope.
Like, I saw you running with it, and I was just like, it's like like you're ready for battle. It's like, let me out! And you're like heading straight towards the Elatron's face. I'm like, wait!
Exactly, dude. The second I started, like, and it was so fun to like learn how to fill the gauges and actually do the Valor stance and craft the ammo and all that stuff. Like, there's a lot of micromanaging, but I'm like slowly learning new things every day, and it just feels really good to get that experience with Monster Hunter again. And it honestly, it makes me more excited for Rise, if I'm honest, you know.
It's just like refreshing, right? Especially all the old monsters that you've never hunted before.
Yeah,
that's good that you guys got into, like, you kind of found that groove.
Yes.
Because I can understand, like, if you start in World and then you start playing the older games, it just, I mean, like, paintballs suck.
Oh man,
How you have to go to separate zones suck. There's a lot of like quality of life improvement that World provided.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
100%.
I can see how it's like very discouraging, and it can push a lot of people away.
yeah.
Maybe that's why GU is always on sale, because people just buy it and they just quit like after HR1.
Dude, I did. That's what I did.
But have you
I
tried
bought
to
it, played it, hated it. What's up?
Have you tried to wave to the air balloon that's in each hunt?
No, not yet, but people keep telling me to do
Oh
that,
my
and I can never
goodness.
find the air balloon person.
It's so funny. Like, you just go to your gestures and you just like, hi, and they're like, oh, the monster's over there. You're like, thanks. And then you go.
Throw a paintball at it, dude.
That's the
I
one
hate
good thing about
zones.
the bow gun is that I have that paint ammo that I just shoot it at the monster.
Oh, that is convenient.
Yeah, it's very convenient. Yep.
Speaking of zones, a lot of people are worried about like Rise having
Oh,
loading screens
screens?
per area, but there's no loading screens in it, which is a huge plus. I'm really excited about
Yeah.
that.
Oh, it's confirmed that that's not going to be in it.
Yeah.
Good. Good.
Do I have to use scout flies or do I use paintballs, bro?
I haven't seen anything about scout flies. There's probably a scout flies.
Or my palamute will sniff out the monster
that'd
for
be
me,
cute.
you know?
I think that might be the case.
Right? Like find a trail and stuff.
That'd be really
Yeah.
cute.
I'd be down for that. What were you gonna say, Brian?
Yeah.
I don't know. But okay, so since the last episode, we've had New Year's happen. Did you guys do anything special for New Year's? Do you guys go out, stay in? I mean, you can't really go out in our
yeah.
circumstance right now, but you know,
I have a funny story.
I mean, I went out like mentally. I checked out.
Did
Like,
you?
I was gone.
You were out
on
mentally?
Oh yeah, you were.
I just drank too much.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you, I don't think I'm gonna drink anymore on stream. I that's when I embarrass myself the most. Oh my god. Phil, can you play a clip?
Play a clip.
What kind of hassle, all right? I think I get.
Man, they got another one, man. What do you call the difference between them? They know man and a little square guy.
I'm a little bit hassle, but
Oh, do it.
play, dude. Like I literally turned into Boomhauer out of nowhere. I was not expecting that. I just turned into Boomhauer.
That was way too funny. I saw that. I was just like, what is this clip? Oh my gosh.
So
That
you
was
go
too
in with
good.
the attention of like, you know, I'll have a few drinks. It'll be really fun. We'll be giggly and it'll be a good time.
10
and then
drinks
like,
in.
yeah.
How about you, Phil? Did you just stay with family? I mean, you said you hopped in a Discord call, right?
Yeah.
With a bunch of other people to celebrate.
yes.
I feel like a lot of people probably did that
It's
this year.
nice.
I stayed with family, yeah. I was with family, and it was really funny because we were watching a movie. I think it was like because we have the youngest sister there too, and we watched, what was it, the Black Beauty?
Oh, Black Beauty. Yeah, I
Black
forgot they
Beauty?
remade that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually pretty good. I was watching, I was like,
It's
this
a good
is
story.
It is a good story. And it was like 5 minutes before the the ball was about to drop, and I'm like, okay, it's 5 minutes left, and then my family was just like, oh, I'll be fine, and then I was just like, what do you mean? So they tried to change the channel like 2 minutes before the ball was about to drop. And as they were working on it, I was looking at my phone. I was like, they're not going to make it. And then,
Oh no.
and then while they brought the channels and everything, I was like, Happy New Year. And then,
Aww.
so everyone missed the ball drop, and it was just really funny. It's just like, Happy New Year.
That's great.
But yeah, it was fun. It was nice.
That's good.
Had some champagne, and yeah.
You busted out the bubbly.
Yeah, we busted out the
Nice.
bubbly. And
Nice.
Did you drink with your parents?
Yeah,
or
I drank with my parents. It was just a glass. So
I have not done that yet.
Really?
That's something I still want to experience.
Drinking with the
yeah.
family.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like, dude, my mom is such a lightweight. Actually, okay, I take that
Aw.
back. I took my mom to a Korean barbecue once,
Uh-huh.
and I just gave her like one little drink of soju. So that's like a Korean alcoholic beverage.
Okay.
But I gave her some soju, and like, my mom is very similar to me. She gets really emotional when she drinks, and she was just like crying the whole time, and she was like taking food off of everyone's plate. Oh, that was funny. She's out of control, but I'd love to just like spend a night and drink with my mom. And
That's
just,
really
like,
cute.
Really see her open up.
That
You
would
know?
be really
Aw, maybe
nice.
when the pandemic is over, you can just, invite her over.
Do
Does she
it.
live near you, or do they live far from you?
Yeah, I mean, she's like 3 minutes away.
Oh, good,
I
okay.
can't be that far from
Okay,
home.
I wasn't sure if
love
she
her
was
too
like out
much,
of
you know?
state or something.
Mhm.
That's good.
I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
Do it.
But but outside of that, I just did a couple streams since the last time we talked. And then there's that New Year's. There's something about Hennessy, so that's a cognac, that's like a liquor bill. Where for some reason when I drink it, I end up like, it just brings something special out of me. I was like doing a salsa dance for like an hour straight one stream.
Oh my god,
'cause
I
drank
missed
too
all of
much.
that.
I remember that. You bring up.
Yeah, never again.
You bring up images
Never
to
again,
act like you're wearing like a hat and then like some maracas as well. Like you brought random images.
Yeah, never again.
You guys can catch the
Um,
VOD on twitch.tv/jitsu. Check
Yes.
videos, and you can watch the VOD.
So I saw you posted on Twitter too yesterday, Phil. You guys were doing your multi-stream. You said you had Twitch have some issues. Has anyone else,
Yeah.
like, if you guys are streamers and watching this, have you guys noticed any issues with Twitch in the last
It's
week?
been happening for a few days. Where Twitch just like the whole site pretty much just crashed. Like you're still able to stream, but no one was able to comment or anything. I was like, I thought I had like a dead chat for like 10 minutes straight. I was just like, okay.
It happens like 3 days in a row, 4 days in a
Yeah.
row.
Did you have that same problem too, Faye? Or
Yeah, yesterday and then a few days before that, it happened.
yeah, I mean, it just sucks to have that happen. I mean, I understand, right? Like, we're in the business where there's a lot of people broadcasting, and we're open to getting errors or issues like this to happen. But I just wish, like, things were handled better. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like sometimes Twitch isn't very
Vocal.
Yeah.
good at announcing things or letting their streamers or broadcasters know that we're experiencing issues. So I don't know. I found it out just by Twitter, by a whole bunch of people complaining, but it would just be nice if there was just like maybe a blanket statement or something from Twitch to announce that. I mean, how would you guys like that?
Yeah.
Like, would you guys
Yeah.
want to get like an email or like, I don't know, how would you want to hear this news? Like, maybe have OBS have some type of integration that says Twitch is having issues.
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
if you have your email connected or if you have your phone number connected to
Oh, phone
Twitch.
number.
Oh, like a text would be nice.
that would be
yeah.
amazing because then people would get
Shit.
notified and be like, oh, okay, Twitch is
They're working on it.
Yeah, Twitch could be like, hey, sorry about the issues lately. We're working on it. Or like even and they say something where it's like it might be happening for the next week. We're still trying to like figure things out. I want like open communication like that, other than just like, sorry for the problem today, we're fixing it. That's all they said. And I'm like,
wow, yeah, that's a good point.
No ETA, nothing, like no frequent updates or anything. That sucks. I mean, honestly, I just feel like Twitch kind of drops the ball a lot.
Oh, yeah.
though. Like, I mean, Faye can talk about this all day. DMCA, right?
Yeah.
Like
Sucks.
how is Amazon, this large company, struggling to figure out DMCA when, like, I'm just gonna throw it out there, like Pornhub got it figured out, you know, like
Yeah. Shit.
or like YouTube and stuff, like all these
YouTube,
other
yeah.
websites for content creation, they have it figured out, or at least there's a ground set of rules.
Yes.
And it just sucks to like. It's now to the point where some sound clips from video games like will get people banned out of nowhere. Like
my
these
Lord.
copy strikes suck.
Yeah.
It was like when YouTube first figured it out, or when YouTube first got hit with that. It hit hard. It was sad because it's just like there was a lot of, especially for AMVs. I love watching AMVs. I'm a huge anime guy, so like watching people make like clips mashed up together into a music video, like of big moments that happened with like music. It was super nice to see, and that like kind of died down, but like you just get used to it. But they finally, YouTube, I think after like a year or two after, like I think they finally have themselves figured out and like what their rules are. So like now it's like more stable and people can actually like look into it as a career choice. And same with like, and now Twitch is getting hit with it. So it's like, there's a lot of memes. I don't know if you've seen them out there, but like of YouTubers posting a meme that says like, you're new here or something like that. With yeah. And
Well, the thing that bothers me about it is like this happened about like 8 months ago too, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of like we were being told that we should delete all our clips and our previous VODs, and it's like in the last 8 months everything was just quiet. Like I didn't get any update from Twitch or like, you know, just like, hey, you know, about the DMCA stuff, this is some alternatives that we found. You know, just like to really help people that are broadcasting. I mean, I ended up finding my own solution for it. Like I was fortunate enough to like have fixed music, or like you have a subscription to Monster Cat. But like, what have you guys been doing instead? So instead of like doing song requests or playing your normal music, what have you guys been doing to help avoid the DMCA strikes?
Just searching for music that says non-copyrighted, like lo-fi beats, non-copyright Christmas music, non-copyrighted this and that. What's her name? Jiangxi, Elise, introduced me to Game Chops on Spotify, and they do just like, you know, video game music, but like remixed a little bit, so it's like kind of synthwavy, like Zelda, Mario, Sonic songs. Hopefully that's okay. Like I mean, I don't know, apparently they're,
I guess we'll find out, right?
I guess I'll find out. Apparently it is copyright friendly, so that's just what I've been listening to. But I do want to check out Monster Cat subscription. You guys have been saying how much you like it, so I'm gonna look into it.
I just tried that recently.
I mean,
they have a lot of good music on there.
I mean, I'll be honest, I use Monster Cat just for one song, which is the crab rate. I like, and then I think what we should probably do is, if you can we put some links on our playlist that we use on stream?
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a lot of streamers that watch that would probably like to have something.
We
like
can
that.
put some links of like the websites we go to get the music, and our personal playlist, I guess, for like music and stuff.
I like
because
that.
At least the playlist that I use, like Fix, you have to connect your Twitch account to it, so then you can be able to use your music and they know you're using it. Chill Hop, which you mostly use because I love the chill vibes from it. Like all those like websites have like, you have to connect either your YouTube or your Twitch account to it, and you can use your music.
It does suck though, right? Because like, man, I love song requests. I don't know, it's like bittersweet because like, man, I don't know how many times I can listen to butt rock from people requesting it.
Oh God.
And I don't want to be. Sometimes like I'll be cutthroat and I'll be upfront, like, bro, I can't do another. My butt's been rocked too much. I can't do this
butt's
anymore.
been rocked.
Please, no more Shine Down. I can't do
or
it.
JoJo music like all the time, and then like someone new
Oh,
comes in and they request the same song
Phil,
that was
dude.
requested an hour ago, and you're like, ready to listen to this?
Yep.
Dude, you have mostly anime music, right, from your song request, Phil?
I mean, I don't mind it. There's a lot of anime songs I haven't heard about, and I'm just like, yes. And then I made my own playlist of it and just play my own like anime, Asian music kind of thing. And then DMCA hit, but yeah.
Yeah,
It's been 8
I
months.
Dude, it's like yeah, I feel like it first started like 6-7 months ago when people were starting to notice that they were getting like copy strikes and stuff, and then it just resurfaced again last month. With people like, you definitely have to delete your VODs and your clips, and I think Twitch went out and did an announcement for that as well. But it just sucks. Like, I feel like Twitch has been aware of this issue for the last few years, and I don't know where we're at with it. I don't know any new news. I just keep seeing people getting banned, and I would just like a little bit more transparency or more information coming from Twitch on you know, like what they plan on doing, or if they just like, you know, like we're gonna stick to our guns and not allow you to play music from these things, but here's like some alternatives that we can offer, kind of a deal. I don't know, I just wish there was more transparency.
Yeah, I think that's what everyone wants, is just way better communication from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, have the people from Fall Guys just take care of their Twitter.
Dude, Fall Guys is on top of their Twitter game. Sometimes it's too much. I had
It's
to
a
mute
little too
Fall
much.
Guys.
Yeah.
Just like, they're like tagging like KFC and stuff. I'm like, bro, I'm just, it's too much. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too old and I can't keep up with the social media game.
Maybe it's a little bit of both. Dude, I discovered the Twitter mute button recently. That's really nice.
It's a nice button.
Yeah.
It's especially when people are liking like half, you know,
Pornography.
naked like porn stuff. Like, which, girl, if you do your thing, I just, you know.
It's not on my feed, you know? Not for you.
Yeah, I might be out at the store checking my Twitter, and then, you know, so I'm a mute you if you're, you know,
Yeah.
retweeting that stuff.
Some random person.
Plug in your OnlyFans. You got your OnlyFans out. Little thumbnail action. But kind of going on that subject of like providing links of the music we use. I mean, one thing that I really wanted to stress and talk about and really put an emphasis on is like streaming advice, or just talking about Twitch stuff in general.
Sure.
So like, we can start with the very basics, right? Like, what would you guys recommend for people that are looking into getting into YouTube or Twitch or content creation? What are some tips that you guys would recommend? Or maybe we can even start with the basics, like, what kind of hardware do you currently have? What kind of software? You know, what kind of cameras you guys use? Do you guys like have any basic tips for people that are looking to get into streaming?
Well, I have one like tidbit to add about like equipment and just starting streaming. Like, you don't need to have top of the line shit to start streaming. Like, you
Facts.
don't need a DSLR camera. You don't need 2 PC streaming setup. You don't need like an $8,000 fucking graphics card. Like, you literally can stream. People stream from their PS4, no camera, and do fine. You know, it's like, like, what you need to focus on when you want to start streaming right away is what kind of content you want to make, and make it the best that you can, like the best that you can. Like, focus on your content. That is what you need to like put your energy and like time and money or whatever into. Like, focus on your content. Don't stress about your equipment right away. You know, that's all stuff that you can improve on down the line, but it's not, you know, it shouldn't be a priority right away. If you're just starting out and just thinking about, hey, I kind of want to start streaming. Let me see what it's all about.
Yeah. I think that is some sound advice. I mean, how about you, Phil? Like,
I
do you recommend anything for people that are getting into streaming?
something.
I mean, the least I would say is, like, if you're on PC, I mean, you do need OBS or...
Yeah.
I mean, there's what? OBS, there's
Streamlabs.
Slobs, like Streamlabs version of
Some call it
OBS, and then
XSplit.
there's...
XSplit.
Yeah.
That's a subscription service, though. But yeah, if
Is
you want
it?
to use
Okay.
XSplit, yeah, it's up to you. I don't even know how
it's
they're
good
doing.
info. Yeah.
Cool. But I guess some advice I would probably give off is like, in terms of growth and everything, like, look, if you're focused on like a specific game or specific genre that you want to get involved in, just look for other people that are involved in the same genre, like, and just make a lot of friends and say hi to multiple different people and everything that are around like the same size as your own channel,
Yeah.
and then just like continuously build up from there, like continuously make new friends, and it's a lot. And then with YouTube and everything, like definitely branch out to different social media. Use like YouTube, TikTok, Twitter is okay. It's a great form. It's a great platform to use to communicate with different broadcasters and stuff, but it's not really a good site to use for growth.
I think it depends on your following, though. Like, if you have a really active following on your Twitter, you got kind of utilize, like, maybe you have, not so great following on Twitter, but your Instagram is popping. Like, utilize that Instagram, utilize that TikTok, girl. If you want to, advertise your stream with them TikTok dances, utilize that, grow that way. Yes.
I don't know any of this. Oh, God!
I don't know what they are.
Stop! I don't know. I feel so old. Ugh. I don't feel
They
comfortable
give me the
doing those
heebie-jeebies
dances.
of TikTok dances.
But there are platforms that like people post their like clips on TikTok or clips on Instagram, like those Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, those 3 different platforms, they help tremendously with like reaching out to a lot of people in terms of growth, because this Twitch has like terrible discoverability.
Twitch sucks. I'm just kidding.
It
I'm
sucks.
kidding.
Is it like every morning when you scroll through TikTok, Phil, you got like other Twitch channels you like to check out
There are a few.
and learn about?
There are a few
Really?
that I do check out. There's a
Shit.
Pokemon. There's a person that posts like Pokemon, like a series on to TikTok where he does like different challenges and like he goes through the game and everything in like a minute, and he like edits them out like crazy. And then I found about on Twitch, and then I really enjoyed his streams. So if you figure out like new ways to interact with your chat in different platforms, that's amazing.
Shit, yeah, absolutely. Why not?
And then Twitter and Discord are great forms of communication with talking with your audience.
Yeah, I agree. Big fan of Discord. I mean, like, I guess if I was to tell anybody that got into streaming, I would really put an emphasis on hardware, like Faye said. Literally, you don't need anything top end. I mean, like people will stream from their phone even.
Yep.
Like,
Hell
like,
yeah.
easy. But yeah, like just stream through your console, because like I'll be upfront about it. I mean, yeah, you might like the idea of streaming and you might want to get into it, but it's not for everybody. I would hate to recommend you to buy a DSLR or mirrorless or like a nice webcam, as well as like, all the top end hardware, or sign yourself into a subscription where maybe a month down the line you end up not liking it, right? And then you end up quitting.
Yeah, then what are you gonna
But
do with
I
that
guess
camera?
Give it to me.
What are you gonna do with that? Are you gonna vlog?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I'm gonna start doing my diner vlogs every week.
Oh,
I'm
great
gonna
idea.
Vlog about the number 1 that I order.
Okay. Yeah.
Links or sausage. I'll talk about it.
Okay.
I'll go into detail.
You can even like try to order different things to like spice it up. No? I'm sorry I
like,
brought it
I
up.
guess I can use a different creamer for my coffee.
That's
I
fair.
normally drink it black.
Okay.
So that would be a really good tip. Another thing I like to recommend is consistency, right?
Schedule.
Like,
Schedule.
You like, if you're really serious about streaming, or maybe you want to do it as a hobby, it really does pay off when you have some type of consistency. You know, eventually you'll develop and build your own community or audience, and it's just nice to know from a viewer perspective when they can expect you to go live. I mean, I guess it comes down to what you expect to get out of Twitch, right? Like, if you're just doing it to record gameplay and just have fun, I mean, do whatever you want. But if you're trying to get something out of Twitch, maybe not like a full-time gig, or it's just nice to get some extra money on the side. I think consistency is really big, like developing a schedule. And there's a big topic to talk about with Twitch as well. 'Cause like, I struggled with this, finding your niche, like in streaming, right? Like, I first had the problem when I started streaming where I didn't know what to stream, so I just played whatever, and it was fine. Like, I didn't have an audience, and at the time, my goals with Twitch were different, but I then like got really hooked on Monster Hunter, and then I became the Monster Hunter streamer, and that's all I played. But you gotta understand, like, if you're putting all your eggs in one basket and you're just playing Monster Hunter only, like, you should understand, if you switch to something else, your audience probably won't be there. Because people come to watch on what they're interested in, and that's I feel like that's 50-50, right? Because sometimes you have people that are there for your content instead of the game, but I don't know, I feel like over half of your audience, at least from my personal experience, have shown more interest in the game than the actual content that you produce, which is completely fine, right?
Yeah.
It's just how the industry works. Another thing, like, so maybe instead of focusing on just one game, maybe you can find your niche in that genre of a game, or something that's unique to you. I don't know. One thing I do a lot, and I'm trying to work on it, is comparing my content, right? Like, I think it's good to look at other streamers and get inspired by what they do, but that's kind of their own forte. That's what makes them unique. Like Faye, for example, she literally does the dumbest things I've ever seen, and she gets the most amusement out of it, right? Like, crashing into people in Cyberpunk is the funniest thing when Faye's reacting to it. But that's like Faye's kick, that's her niche. Or like Phil, just so wholesome, and has this really funny laugh. It's just like so contagious, dude. I love it. So like, you just, like, it's okay to compare yourself, but I think you need to come up with your own unique
Find
niche,
what makes you unique,
and just develop your own style. But it's okay to be inspired by other people. But yeah, I think consistency and just press and go live. I mean, for me, it took me like 2 or 3 years, and I had the problem where I just kept making excuses, like, oh, I need a good capture card, or my computer's just not up to spec. And instead of just doing that, that's all that opportunity that I could have streamed instead, like. So I would just say, go for it, because it might not even, you might not even enjoy it. And then the second thing is just consistency.
Yeah, but I like to touch. You made really, 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 really good points. But yeah, definitely find what makes you unique. Find what makes you, like, this is gonna sound so generic, but like, you got to be yourself. You got to be yourself, and you have to like build off of that. Because if you try to be someone else, if you try to fake it till you make it, your true colors are gonna come out, and it's gonna hurt you in the end. If you don't just build off your uniqueness and be true to your community, like and your community is going to thrive off of your energy and your spirit and your genuinity. right? That's a word, right?
I think so, yeah.
Your community is going to
We're
want
kind of
that.
dumb, dude.
What? Yeah, we're kind of dumb, so don't listen to us.
But I like agree and disagree a little bit there, Faye, because
Okay.
like there are some people that legit can go and come up with like a dumb persona or come up with something unique that's not original to them. Like
Okay.
that's not what they're acting like every day. Like,
That's true.
Take Dr. Disrespect. For
That's
example,
fucking
right?
true. Yeah, you're right.
But I think for the majority of people, I mean, it's so different when you're live and you're playing a game and you're talking to people. You got to be authentic about that, right? Because you're right. I mean, your true colors do show. So instead of being fake, be genuine. Unless you're trying to pull off like a Dr. Disrespect.
Yeah,
or something.
that's-
And I give you a lot of respect for doing that. For the people that can actually do
Yeah.
that every day,
VTubers.
Yeah.
consistent. Oh, that's true too.
VTubers.
Yeah, that's been a huge uprise.
There's been a
lately, too.
huge uprise in VTubers. That's insane. Like, it's crazy how much they exploded and it got to the point where,
I
like,
actually didn't know that.
yeah, a lot of people have been doing it. And I'm kind of happy that that's been a thing too, because there's a lot of people that don't like showing their face, but they want to show personality in some way. Like, they want to show reactions to some things, but they can. But now with like VTubers, they can like create their own avatar, either 3D or 2D avatar, and they can visually show like their reaction to certain things, which I think is really cool.
Very
I
interesting.
mean, if you guys like, what's one thing you guys wish you knew about before you started streaming? Like, one thing, if you could go in the past and talk to your first, like Faye on her first month of streaming, what's something that you would go and talk, go and tell yourself, like some wise words of wisdom outside of like the hardware that you were talking about? Is there something that you would go back and tell Faye?
Oh man, that's a really good
Same
question.
thing with you, Phil.
If you think of one first, Phil, answer first, because I gotta think about that.
I'll just throw mine
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah.
Like for me, mine was just press go live. Like I struggled with it so much because I was so worried about what people are gonna think of my content, or am I doing it right? But there's really no right way of doing it because you end up picking up your own style.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Okay, I got one.
I'm just kind of dumb. Like that's what works for me. Like
No, that's really
you should
good. Just push yourself and go live and just do it.
Yeah, I guess for me, I don't know, because like I made a lot of mistakes in terms of like how to build up my content and stuff like that, but I've learned from that.
It's okay to make mistakes.
Exactly. But,
It's okay to make mistakes, yeah.
Oh, 100%. But I guess if I were to change something, I would just be like, because there was a time where, like with Monster Hunter World, like a lot of creators literally got full time with the game as it came out, and I just wish I was on top of it in day one, and like did the same thing with my YouTube. I wish I used my YouTube, because my thought process was just like, oh, YouTube is not gonna work out at all, and then I posted a few videos later on in the future, and my YouTube channel exploded a little bit, and I was like, okay, maybe I should have posted more.
Hey, man, you learned
you should
from
play
it.
more zombies, Phil.
No,
you know?
oh my goodness, I love zombies like off stream, but like I don't think I could ever stream zombies on.
Yeah, like the audience that you brought in with zombies was something else,
Oh
huh?
my gosh.
You wanna talk about that a little bit? Like what are some horrible experiences you've had in the past from streaming? I think that's something we can talk about
Oh
too.
gosh.
Well, mine would be
Yeah,
to touch on what I would tell old
Yeah, what's
Faye.
past Faye?
Yeah, well, this is going to tie into your next question too.
Oh,
is
cool. Yeah.
be careful of who you trust on Twitch and on this platform, in the sense of other streamers and other people that you want to collaborate with, because not everyone has the best intentions for you, and not everyone is, some people are just really in it for themselves, and that might be something that you learn as you go. Like everyone, I feel like you kind of have to experience that to understand that. It could be some streamer that maybe a Twitch partner that has thousands upon thousands of viewers, you know, and they find you and they like you and they want to collaborate with you, but then you go and check out their content and they're like super toxic and their community is super toxic, and you are just like, oh my god, and this person you find out is like messing with you. That happened to me in Paragon, where I like was friends with this other streamer, and then come to find out I went and checked one of their VODs and they pulled up my stream and they were just like making fun of me on their stream, like watching my stream, because I had like my sweatshirt was off my shoulder and my tank top was showing, and so they were just like saying that I was like sexualizing myself for views. But this was someone that I like thought that I was friends with, and I played a bunch of games with, and like we were always laughing and like having a really good time, and I thought, wow, this person's really cool, I like this person. No, you really like you can't, you shouldn't just jump into things without, you know, really researching, you know, who these streamers are and what kind of content they make and the kind of person they are, and just be careful. Just be very, very careful with who you trust. So that's what I would tell my past self, and that was probably one of the worst things that like I experienced, because that really took a dive on my mental health. I was like, oh my god, like I just remember like the feeling of just like utter shock, and just I was so down, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm never going to trust anyone again. I'm never going to trust anyone again. I'm never going to stream. Like, I'm never going to talk to other streamers. Like, this is what they do. And it took me a while to really like get over that and like open myself up and realize that not everyone's like that. Not everyone is fucking like that, you know?
I think that's just good life advice in general.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of people that are just two-faced. Let's be real about it, right? Like,
yeah.
Like, people have their own best interest. And the thing with like Twitch is it's a little bit interesting, right? Because in a way, people can make it competitive, you know? Like, like people have their own best interest. And for me, a big no-no that I have come across in my past, like similar to you, Faye, is if people mention any type of entitlement, you know, that's like a clear sign that I'm not gonna work with you. You know, like I stream just as much as you. How come I don't have what you have? Or it's different, bro. It doesn't work like that. Just because you stream 80 hours a week doesn't mean you're gonna have, because you can't control what people watch.
Right.
You know, like in the end, people are gonna choose what they want to watch, and you might be good at the game, but it doesn't mean anything. There's tons of people that are good at the game. You just don't get drunk like dear old Jitsu here. And you gotta work on that. Oh my god. Just kidding. Maybe you don't have such a contagious laugh like Phil. You know, like we have so many things that are unique to us that attract our viewers, and you can't expect those people to come support you. I've had something very similar happen, Faye, and it was so awkward, but I'm a very transparent person, and I say things how they are, and sometimes it can come off really mean, but it's not like I have bad intentions. Like I personally don't hate the person, but like I try and lurk in a lot of channels, and I go into this guy's channel, and he talks about me, and he's like, if I had Jitsu's viewers, I would do so much better. How come he doesn't raid me?
Oh no,
you know, just like all this entitlement, and it like really hurt my feelings, because I didn't look at him like that. Like it wasn't just a streamer, you know, it was like someone that I tried to develop a friendship with, and it just hurts to see people only look at me that way. I mean, the one thing I've learned though, being as old as I am, is I didn't take that one experience and let it impact how I feel about, you know, other streamers.
That's
but,
good.
Like, he was talking about it, and I just hit him with like an emote in his chat. He's like, oh my god, Jitsu's here. I was just using you as an example. I don't mean it that way. And I was like, dude, if you're gonna call me out and talk about that, like, say it how it is, you know? I don't like when people are dishonest. And if you feel that way, then we can talk about it. And because there's always two sides to every story, you know? So that was awkward. But
oh my god.
How about you, Phil? Give me a nasty experience you've had. You don't have to throw. Okay, you could throw some names out there, Phil. Expose someone, please.
Expose.
We need more views. Throw some spicy Ninja share dirty pictures with you. Do it. Expose it.
I don't know. I don't think I really necessarily had like terrible experiences to that point where it was another person per se. But I've had some pretty nasty experiences when playing Call of Duty Zombies, like when I was playing Black Ops 3. Like the community for like I tried at my best. I had like 10 mods at that point too. Like I was modding like anyone I could trust because the chat would literally go crazy sometimes, and it was just the Zombies community itself. There's a lot of young kids.
Yep.
Like it would run random person would just come and throw in the N-word, and I'm just like, okay. Like I don't even know. And a lot of people just being like super trolls or super entitled, and I'm just like, listen, that's not the community I want to grow. I think I would ban like 4 or 5 people per stream playing that game.
Holy cow!
Yes.
Really? Dude, that's wild.
It was that bad. And also listening to Frozen Let It Go like every single time.
Or like Minecraft songs, like Minecraft
oh my
songs,
gosh,
or Five Nights. I don't know why kids love Five Nights at Freddy's. Can you explain why that's so popular? Tell me, people that are watching, why do people like Five Nights at Freddy's? It's like a Chuck E. Cheese horror game, dude. I don't get it. What's so special about that game?
I'm playing it. I got bored. I got bored really fast.
Yeah, you like check cameras? Like I check cameras at home all the time, dude. Like what's different? The stuffed animals talking to me? I'm acting tough right now, but if I played it,
you would scream.
I'd be screaming.
I would scream too, but then eventually I'd just be like, oh, he's coming. But like, I like the story behind it. Like, there's like a whole like lore and like
there's
deep,
a lore.
there's deep story behind it. I find interesting. Like when I watch Matt Pat like every time I can, whenever he posts like another like Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm like, what'd you find out now? But the games itself,
cool,
I couldn't get into. Like people ask me, why don't you play this for Halloween? I'm like, it's boring to me. I don't know.
You gotta give a lot of like those communities credit though. Like Five Nights at Freddy's, like people are diehard for it. Or like Undertale, that's got such a
I don't
huge
understand
community.
that.
I've never played Undertale.
Do you?
Yeah.
I there's like so much deep lore, and I just don't like from the surface. It doesn't look like the game's that deep, but
it's deep.
Like I'm just. Is it? That's cool. Maybe I have to check it out. So talking about bad experiences, right? So you've had to ban people before, but how are you guys when it comes to backseat gaming? What do you guys do about that?
Let me just do a quick conclusion on what I said earlier about that guy that pulled up my stream. We did like how you said when that person did it to you and you put an emoji and you were like, if he had just talked to me about it, we could have worked it out. So this person did reach out to me and we talked it out and he apologized. That doesn't make it okay, but we did work it out, and we're not really friends anymore, but like I don't have any ill like feelings towards this person because I think they knew after they did that they like really did regret it, so. And that just another tip, like always be careful of what you say on your streams because you don't know who's watching you. Don't talk about other streamers because it is honestly like the most hurtful thing when you go and watch a friend's VOD and you hear them say something about you and it's like, oh my god, like I didn't know they felt that way, and you could really hurt them, so again, watch what you say. You don't know who's watching, and if you have an issue with another streamer, make sure you DM them and work it out that way, because I think they'd appreciate it that much more, because we're only human, we all make mistakes when we're alive. Like keep in mind that you're live because you can't edit it out. So just
it's not like our podcast.
Yep.
Like I'm saying a bunch of bad words right now. Phil, cut it out, Phil.
That shit.
I got shit to do tomorrow. I'm just leaving it as it is. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, like we did talk it out. Like I think they reached out to me because one of my mods reached out to them and we had a big conversation, and it's all good. But yeah, just watch what you say. So backseating. what do we do about backseaters? I just like straight up, I usually just like make like one little announcement, like, this is a new playthrough, don't, just let me experience the game, don't backseat. And then when people start doing it, just fucking ignore it, man. You read it, you ignore it, you don't even give any attention to it, because then they're just gonna keep doing
what
it.
sucks?
What sucks, dude?
Dude, like, so Twitch introduces channel points and highlight your messages. So when, like, they're trying to backseat you, and you're like, oh, cool, like, you're just reading the next message, and then the guy's like, hello, can you see this highlighted message? You need to hit it this way.
That's why I made my highlight message channel points like 69,000 points.
Yo, I'm gonna hit you with some backseating here. I got enough points.
Hell yeah.
Just be ready.
I kept one of your channel point like redeems was like what, Sonic 06 or something like that. I think I redeemed that like 3 or 4 times.
Oh yeah, a bunch of people redeemed it, and I've only switched over to that game once. Because someone
every time I
redeemed it.
redeemed, I only did it as a joke.
I know, yeah, it is just a meme, but like I always feel bad because I'm like, I don't know, I just feel bad when people redeem it.
Maybe we can't just talk about backseating, right? Because sometimes people ask for it. Like for me, for one, I'm dumb. Like sometimes I can't get through a game. Like it's sitting, like this can of tuna that I need for this quest is sitting right in front of me, and I've been walking backwards, and like for me, I'm the type of person where I start overthinking and like, I'm like, well, people are gonna get bored because I'm literally stuck at the tutorial.
Yep.
Like I need to find this damn can of tuna.
Yep.
And
then you ask for help.
So I think like there's times where it's open and welcome, or maybe it's welcome all the time, depending on the type of content creator you are. But maybe I should have asked a little bit better. So how do you guys deal with trolls or people that backseat or things that you don't necessarily want to gel with in your stream, like or within your community?
For backseating with me, it was like I don't know. I feel like I need to communicate more with my mods themselves as well, just to kind of explain to them like what is okay and what's not. I think I need to get better at that myself, but
I need to work on it. Yeah.
So like for me, I think I literally tell my chat just like, please, like, don't. Like, tell me.
At least don't spoil the story, please.
There's been a few points where like something was about to happen in like Mortal Shell or something like that. I was playing, and they were as he was he just collapsed and he was about to get to phase 3. I didn't know he was gonna get to phase 3, and someone's just like, "Oh, phase 3," and I was like, "What? Oh, come on!"
That's so shitty because like you don't know there's a phase 3,
I didn't know,
and it's
but
like
they were
so
just excited.
hype when it.
So yeah, but I couldn't blame
but
that.
They were just excited.
But it was
yeah.
just like I was like, but yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes it happens. Sometimes it's an accident. People don't mean it.
Exactly. But yeah, that's what I guess one of the things is with it. I just be upfront, depending on the game, really. Like if it's something like Monster Hunter, like if it's something I'm doing in the game where, like people, it's like, so I'm doing more than I should, and then they would probably say something like, "Hey, maybe you can try this way," and then I'll try it that way, and I'll be like, "Oh, this is so much better." Like it depends on the game, I guess, for backseating.
Yeah, I try to have it in my stream title, like, hey, this is first playthrough, don't backseat. Have an exclamation point rules command in the chat for, like you guys said, if you communicate with your mods, they can just, if someone comes in and says, oh, you got to go here, they just bam, exclamation point rules, don't backseat, right there in the chat, or in that little channel like rules thing that pops up that you have to press OK before you can type. I have it there too. But like if there are times where I do allow it, like when I first played Genshin Impact, I'll put like in caps like help is fine. Feel free to help me. Help me right now. But like my favorite thing is when people come in and they type in after they click OK on the rules, they're like, what's backseat gaming? Like, bitch, don't tell me you don't know what that means. You know what it means. You just want to ask just because.
They should have the derp emoji in it, or Kappa. It's just like, so much back.
What does backseat gaming mean? What does no backseat gaming mean? I'm not going to explain it to you. You know what it means.
Backseat gaming, I think a lot of it comes down to, like, the relationship I have with the viewer at that time.
Yeah.
Like, if it's someone brand new, I make it, like, pretty clear that I don't, like this stream, I'm not accepting any tips or backseat gaming, but like there's people in my community that have been around long enough that know.
That's a good point.
So I kind of go off of that, gauge off of that, like hit me with a quick Google, like I'll call out one of my viewers,
Okay.
or like one of my moms, like, hey, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you Google this?
Yes.
Hey, Faye even calls out the Google
I do.
sometimes.
I ask people to Google stuff, especially when I'm really, really stuck, like in Visage, dude, that horror game.
My God.
That was such a difficult game. It was hard to play it because you just were so scared, and you like, at least for me,
on edge the whole time,
you're on
right?
edge. You're so
going in
scared, and
circles in
then
that
you're
game.
just like, I don't want to problem solve anything right now because I don't want to move. So somebody Google where I'm supposed to go so I can just sprint right there.
Yeah, I think all three of us are really bad at horror games. Just thinking about it, dude. Like I watched Phil play Visage. He didn't leave Dolores. He didn't leave her room for like 20 minutes. He was like walking around trying to figure out what was going on.
I felt like
And then
Layers of Fear, I felt like it did pretty well. Like usually with horror games, I try to go through it as fast as possible. I don't care for extra stuff.
That's true. You're like a speedrunner when you play horror games. That's right.
I'm just like,
And then
get me out. I think that's trying to pop out and scare me. I know it's gonna happen. I just go towards it anyways. I'm like, take me.
You ought to take some notes from Faye, dude. She hides behind her microphone.
Yeah.
That's like the
So
Faye
we
tag.
actually have an emote now for that, but when I was too scared to like look straight ahead of me, I would literally just hide behind my mic, and it worked so beautifully.
You have an emo for that, or is that not there right
I do.
now? Is
No,
it
it's there.
Oh yeah.
It's there. Faye hide.
Oh my gosh.
I just, for me, I just embrace the horror game. Like I know I'm gonna scream anyway, so I'm just gonna suffer through it. I only play horror games in October, so I have like 11 months to enjoy myself.
Just 1 month
You
of
know,
suffering.
like-
It's fine. Just
Yeah, it's all right.
yeah. Oh my gosh.
People love to listen to you play horror games, Jitsu. I think like that's such a good experience because you've just got this scream that you do, and it's so authentic and genuine. Even when you do it in Monster Hunter, like it's so fucking great. And do any of you guys have cable TV? Do you guys?
Not anymore.
No. Okay, I do. So I always have the TV on just
What
to
a
like have
flex.
something to listen to. I know I'm such a boomer. I have cable TV. But there is a car commercial that maybe some people in the comments might know this commercial, but it's just like making fun of salesmen that try to like, bounce on people right when they get to the car dealership to buy a car, and it's like an advertisement for some like app where you can buy a car online, but there's this person screaming at like the person coming to buy a car, and it is 110% like Jitsu scream. Every time I hear the commercial, I'm like, oh my god, is that Brian? Like what is happening? It sounds exactly
You
like
gotta hit me with
I
it.
know.
You gotta hit
Next
me with
time
that
it's on,
video.
I've got to freaking find it. Maybe it's on
me with the
YouTube. I
snap.
don't know.
you.
It is so similar to your scream.
It's so funny.
Do you guys remember how you first came across everyone's channel? Like, I remember stumbling across Faye through Monster Hunter, and then Phil, I met you through you rating me. But how about you, Faye? How'd you meet Phil? Just as a viewer in your community?
Both
or-
of you, I'm pretty sure I just know you from you guys coming into my chat and interacting with me, and then probably rating me or like recognizing your names, and then looking at Monster Hunter directory and seeing you guys live. Like, oh, this person streams. Like that's how I've seen you guys around.
I think it
cool.
also helps that we have a lot of similar people in our community, right?
Yeah,
Like Killer Angel is
Yeah.
in all three of our
Love that
channels.
yeah,
guy.
he's a sweetie.
And I think we just gel really well too. Like we just have very similar personality. I just like Faye just happens to appreciate dumb things more. I just scream a little bit more.
I'm just
and then
derpy as
Phil, you
hell
just
on
have your
stream.
goofy-
I don't know.
I love it.
I'm just like if I were to get in a call with you one-on-one, I'll have like so many real conversations. I feel like I do that sometimes on stream, but I feel like I'm just dumb as fuck on stream.
we were being pretty.
But that's
pretty
what people
goofy.
love,
Yeah,
you know? Like,
goofiness.
they can come and just be like, I want to watch a dumb guy. So they come watch me and you. It's easy. It's like, I beat this guy in like 5 minutes, this boss. I'm going to watch Jitsu die in the tutorial for 2 hours.
It's like, yo, I just beat the game. I'm still the first boss. What?
Dude, I still struggle with that though. I get so self-conscious when I play like Dark Souls or Demon Souls or even Monster Hunter. Like you get those hardcore people that come in your chat and they flex on
God,
you,
it sucks.
and I'm just like, man, I suck at this game.
Especially when you're trying to do a
challenge. Do you guys know what you
run.
do to deal with that, or how do you deal with that challenge?
Well, I really don't know. I don't know.
I still struggle.
I don't
with
think
it, so
I don't think I
have a
really can
solution
deal
to
with
it.
it. I don't have a solution. It just every time that happens, it just kind of eats away at me a little bit. You know, I try to ignore it. I try to, you know, respond however in the moment, but I don't really know.
I don't think there's really a way to handle it. I mean, like we all play games differently. I suck at shooters. I suck at even like Monster Hunter a lot. So it's just like,
Oh God, yeah.
yeah. So there's a lot of people in chat that are just like,
Terrible.
oh, I beat this boss in like 6 minutes or 2 minutes, and I just say
Yeah.
like, that's awesome, man. Because
Yeah, good.
there's no way to really reply to that. I like, how would I reply to that? What should I just be like? Oh, nah. It's like, oh,
Nah.
cool, man.
No, because you are genuinely happy for that person and you're impressed, and that's really cool. But it, like, you're live and you're just like struggling, and you can't help but like, I don't know. There's just like a little voice in the back of my head that's like, you suck. You suck. You suck. Because I was trying to fight a Latreon with Lance one day and I couldn't do it. I was just having a very difficult time. And then people would come in and be like, oh, I don't even play Lance. And I beat him in 5 seconds. And then you're just like, okay, you're great. You're a great player. But here I am, like, 4 hours later, like, still trying to do this. I can't help but take that personally. I can't help but just feel horrible about myself in that moment. It's like, oh my God, like, could you just word it differently, like, so it doesn't, like, isn't a punch to the heart, you know? Like,
Yeah.
is it wrong of me to take it that personally? Like, please be honest with me. Like, is it wrong of me to take it personally? Like, should I not take that personally? That's something I need to work on.
I think a lot of it maybe comes from perspective, right? Like maybe as a viewer that pops in your channel, like they're not looking at it like that, you know?
Okay.
Like, we're sensitive about it, or maybe as a streamer, we're taking it too far, right? Like there's a lot of things that come into play, but you know, Phil's right. We're all human. I feel like I haven't handled it very well. I'll be honest. Like I call it out as it is. Like if someone is making fun of me, like I'm okay and I'm good at laughing along and making fun of myself as well.
Yeah.
But it only goes so far.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, I've been struggling on this guy for 2 hours. I get it.
Yeah.
You don't have to tell me I suck.
Yeah.
But like one thing I've done, and I don't think it was the right way of doing it, is like I'll just say what's on my mind. I'll be
Yeah.
like, are you streaming? Are you talking to an audience at the same time?
Yep.
Are you under the pressure of people watching you? Like that's the thing that I don't know if viewers understand that, you know, and it can be hurtful, right? Like sometimes you might just have a bad day and you just take it too personal.
God, absolutely. I mean,
Especially if it's someone in your community that you see frequently. Holy cow, that
Yeah.
hurts the most.
yeah.
Looking at you.
I think
I'm just kidding.
no, I think
I'm just kidding.
it would just be great if people like worded things in a way that, like, because text is very difficult to translate over to like voice
Yeah.
and tone. You cannot, most of the time, you know, you can't translate tone when you're typing. So it's like, you know, if you want to tell the streamer like, hey, I beat Elatrion with Lance on my first try, you know, think about the time and place that you want to tell them that and word it in a way where it's like, you know, maybe say, listen, I don't play Lance. I beat Elatrion first try. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. Like, keep trying. Like, you know what I mean? You know,
Yeah.
put it in, especially when you see it in their face, in their body language, you know, that they are just down on themselves. Like, my body language is very, like, you know, very prominent and out there, and you can see it. You can see how I'm feeling by the way I'm sitting, by the way my face is. You know, try to just make it a positive thing and not, you know, I don't know. I don't know, man. It's just
It's tough. That's a tough subject, right?
It
It's
is.
hard.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, like, let's ask the people that are watching, like, as a viewer, You know, like, what kind of expectation are you looking to get when you say something like that? Or as a streamer, maybe there's other streamers that are watching this. How have you guys dealt with this? Maybe you guys have a right way of approaching it. But, like, I feel like for the most part, I do pretty good. But, again, like, there's some games where I'll literally fight a boss for, like, 2 hours. And then, you know, you get people that roast you. And, and I'm having fun with it for a little bit. But it gets old really quick.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like, it's just one of those things it's just, like, really hard to convey.
Sure.
But you're right. Like, talking to someone through messages or through text, it's really hard to read the body, like, hard to read their language at that point. But I don't know. I think, like, for me, I have a problem where, like, I'm very, like, there's a lot of visual cues, like you, Faye.
Yeah.
But I'm also really bad to where I start beating myself up.
Yeah.
Too. You know, like, I'll read someone's comment, like, yeah, I do suck. Thanks for reminding me. You know, like, like at first I was laughing about it, but now I'm, like, crying.
Yeah.
You know, like,
because
it
you
sucks.
can only take some, like, you know, there's only so much you can really take. I don't know, like, you know, we're all human. We have those emotions, and I think my brain just automatically goes to, like, okay, this person's making fun of me because I'm a girl. Like, it's just, like, that is just something that immediately is, like, the first thing that, like, triggers in my head, and I wish it wasn't that way. But just from past experiences streaming, people have, you know, said comments like that, like, oh, you know, you suck because you're a girl. And it's, you know, this is just something that we, you know, we deal with, you know, and we'll always deal with that. It'll always be an issue, you know. And as much as, you know, that I don't want that to bother me, it's like, you know, why do you have to bring gender into it? It's so stupid. But, like, I know that, you know, people think that sometimes, so it's like, I shouldn't let it get me down, you know.
Yeah.
But it's in a way, like, you guys go through it too, so it, you know, it makes me feel like I am on the same.
You're not alone.
Yeah, I'm not alone. Exactly. Like, I need to stop thinking that it's about gender, because why, you know, if people are bringing up gender, then that's on them, not me. That's not my problem. I'm just a person playing video games. You know.
I would love to. Like, another time we do a podcast, when we have, like, I would love to have, like, a female guest on the podcast at some point.
Hell yeah.
Like,
if you guys in the comment below if you guys have any suggestions of
Streamers
a female.
like us to invite.
Because I would love, like, I of course love to hear your perspective as well, but, like, I would love to hear, like, another person's perspective when being a female and broadcasting in front of a live audience, because there's a lot behind that too.
Yeah, and I mean, we're on a platform where anyone can get on and talk to us, right?
Yeah.
So sometimes you get some creepos. No offense.
No, yeah.
That, like, people just don't get social cues. I'm gonna be upfront about it.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to tell you about my personal life, and just because I don't say, like, I'm married or I have a girlfriend, doesn't give you any right to come and I don't know, like,
you don't owe
get
it
that
to anyone to talk about that. That's your
no
business.
one's entitled to that. Yeah.
Hey, Brian,
But
you
I'd love to talk to someone else that has dealt with some creepos and stuff. You know, that's always fun to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know, Phil. What have you done with the whole? Wait, I don't know what I'm talking about, dude. I'll be honest. I'm, like, sweating. I've been hugging this heated blanket. I'm sweating right now. And then, like, I'm so uneasy and so uncomfortable talking about stuff like this. But I'm so happy that we really connected, guys, in the last 2 months.
Same.
And just not just you guys, but, like, I've opened up to other streamers, and it's just so nice to have a space where you can feel comfortable talking about your problems.
Yeah.
Right?
This is like therapy
I'm
for
so
me.
glad I don't talk about this on stream, because I don't feel like it's the right place to talk about it.
Okay.
Because, like, if you're coming in as a viewer and you hear me, like, talk about how, damn, there's no loyalty on Twitch. Like, how does that make you feel as a viewer?
Okay,
even
next
though
stream.
Yeah, even though it's not like, I'm not trying to be negative about it. I'm just, you know, I want to lay an expectation that I'm not entitled to you coming here and watching me. Like I understand you have your own personal life, you know, or maybe you're just like, maybe you just get bored. I'm not gonna be hurt by that, you know. Like I want to make it clear that you come whenever you want, but the least I can do is I've had some type of positive impact, you know, like you were able to take something away from my stream.
Yeah.
So
that's a really mature way to look
I've
at it, dude.
on.
It is. That's a really inspiring way to look at it, you know, because I won't lie, I take things like that personally sometimes. And
I'm not gonna lie, like I take things so personal and I'm so hurt by it. And we're all human, right? Like I might say I have this mindset and this is how I look at it, but dude, every time I make any type of progress, I relapse and I take 3 steps back, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like making sure you understand that this is a problem and you're doing something to correct it or you're working on it instead of just like dwelling on it. So, I mean, there's a lot we could talk about with stream and mental health, guys. Like this is just the surface. But I think maybe this is a good stopping point to talk about Twitch. I mean, do you guys have anything else you want to bring in about it?
No, I think we covered some really good things. What about you, Phil?
Yeah, I think we covered a lot of good things. I guess. Yeah.
Just be nice. like treat people how you want to be treated.
That's a really big thing to take out of it. Just
unless you like to be treated like trash. So that's one thing I got to do after stream. My rules on my chat just says treat people how you like to be treated, but some people like to be stepped on, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Some people like that.
So I got to fix that. Be nice.
Be kind, be nice, be supportive, be positive. I think everyone needs that. Wow, perspective. That's such a good one. Empathy. Try to put yourself in someone else's shoes and see it from their vision, what they're going through, you know. Try to and then think about how you would want to be treated when you're in that position. Empathize, perspective, be kind, be positive, be nice.
Yeah,
subscribe, like, comment,
subscribe, like, share,
notify.
hit the notification bell, comment.
I love it when I was on the stream yesterday. I was just like, "Hey, it's like, can I be a YouTuber for a second?" And you're just like, "What?" And I was just like, "We're close to 100 subscribers on Free2Podcast."
Full YouTuber mode,
and we hit it. That was great.
And
thanks,
now
guys.
you guys will get something extra.
Hell yeah.
This is the last episode of the podcast because we're gonna play Mario Kart or we're gonna play Monopoly and we're gonna hate each other for forever.
Friendship.
I'm gonna talk so much trash about Phil.
It's gonna be ruined.
I'm so excited for it.
Say goodbye to the Free2Podcast.
Oh,
say goodbye.
Man. But this is like this podcast is one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to start it with you guys, because I feel like the three of us were really open with how we talk about Twitch and everything, and how we like take streaming, and I really like that. And this is what the podcast is about. Is we're talking about mental health, we're talking about streaming and stuff. There's a lot of funny moments, of course, but we want to get like this podcast is about us getting real with different subjects that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
Like a space where it's not okay to. I mean, we could talk about it on stream, but I mean, I think this is a safer space.
Oh, 100%.
And it just gives like our community or new viewers or maybe streamers, like, it's okay to feel this way. Or maybe if you watch a streamer next time, you can think about, you know, what's going on in their head, because here's 3 streamers on this podcast that feel the same way. So there's got to be more streamers that feel this way. So maybe if I say something, I'm a little bit more conscious about it.
Love that.
Definitely.
So I think this is a good idea, and it's just a good way of providing a space where people can learn the other side of Twitch instead of just watching people play games. Because there's a lot that goes behind the scenes. There really is. Like, we'll cover it in the future, but I mean, like, literally there are days where I'll be honest, I lie on my Discord announcements when I go live sometimes, because I get so much anxiety and I get so stressed out that I don't want to go stream. So I lie to my community,
totally,
and it hurts.
Yeah.
But you know, it's just like I gotta come up with something so people understand, and I don't know. It's just something that maybe I could get some help on too. It's not like we're here to always offer our advice, you know. Like if you guys have good suggestions, or maybe we'd like to hear from your perspective, like like with the viewer, for example. Like I think this is the right space for it. So
yeah,
I agree.
I'm a person that loves like behind the scenes stuff, and this is like behind the scenes of our lives, like revolving around Twitch and social media. And I feel like this is really cool. I think it's really nice.
Yeah, I'm loving it. It's really helping me out mentally too. So thank you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we love you, Faye.
Oh, I love you guys too.
It's all mutual here.
Don't make me cry.
I hate you, Phil.
All right, we need more
hate you
comments.
guys.
We need more comments.
Dude, you know what my favorite thing the other day? I kind of teared up a little bit too. Right when you stream, I hit you with a nice sub message, Faye. I had to hit you hard, you know.
You did. You made me tear up a lot, and I was really trying to keep it together, but I really do appreciate you guys a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's all mutual here, and I mean, one thing I think me and Faye have a lot in common is we're pretty transparent and upfront about things. I think it's just old people language. like we've been on this earth long enough. We just don't care anymore. You know?
I'm getting there.
You're getting crankier by the day, Phil. I appreciate that. You're getting crankier by the day, dude. Pretty soon you're gonna come to the same diner I go to.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about all these youngins and their music.
You're gonna wake up one day and you're gonna understand. Oh, I'm a boomer now.
But I think this is a good way to wrap up.
Yep.
So again, guys, we did ask a couple questions during the podcast. I don't remember all of them.
The biggest one.
But the biggest one is, as a viewer, when you talk to a streamer, what kind of perspective are you laying on? You know, kind of give us your background. Maybe you do like to backseat. You know, who knows? Maybe you come across a streamer that welcomes it. You know, and then as a streamer, you know, what have you done to cope with toxic communities or toxic chats? Maybe a bad experience you've had on Twitch, as well as like, what do you do with backseat gaming? I think those are really good questions.
Yeah, I like those.
And then, you want to ask a silly question? What's a silly question?
I think there's enough questions because we also have like what game we need to play for
you're right. Our 100 subscriber special.
No, I mean like we're gonna see like a list of like questions.
Every comment's a story.
Yeah, it's just like
1, 2, 3, 4. People are gonna be like, man, I'm gonna unsub to this channel. They want too much from me.
They're giving us
They're expecting way too much.
We're just used to like the
coming
live
from
interaction.
me.
Let us know a game to play.
I love you guys very much. Yeah, like I genuinely love you guys. I love the people that watch. I love how interactive the comments have been. It's great to see, you know, familiar faces from our community as well as new people. Thanks for all the kind words as well as the suggestions. You know, if you guys have any suggestions for the podcast, we're all ears. I don't have anything else to say. What do you got for us, Faye and Phil? Sorry, I kind of put you on blast like that. I should have just been like, okay, thanks guys, we're done.
Bye.
Thanks for supporting us. Phil?
Just say we love you. We guys, we love you. We'll see you next
I'm
week.
just having a brain fart right now. Like my brain is.
Let's see you next week. And honestly, like Brian said himself, it's really awesome seeing you guys and like interact with us in the chats and everything, and just saying what you took from the podcast. Like, we love you and thank you so much. Honestly. Bye.
I love you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for watching.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, post, reshare. Whoa.
Share again.
Don't include the flexing, Phil. Please don't. All right, I'm ending.